Alright guys, Hazing here, welcome back to the channel, and some of you might know this if you follow my other channel, some of you might not, but I am a massive Marvel fanboy, and today I'm going to talk about something that is coming on the way to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, but there's a little bit of controversy surrounding it, and it is this. Marvel Avengers. Getting a bit blurred on my camera there for some reason, but it's coming out to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and with it, it's bringing some changes to the way the game plays and how you level up your characters. I want to dive into that and talk about that today.
What's up, guys? Forget your PIN number?
Whoa, you're the Avengers!
So last year Marvel Avengers didn't actually launch to that much fanfare on Xbox and on PlayStation and PC. A lot of this had to do with the beta. A lot of people played the beta and they didn't find it that great. I can't actually say I was one of them. I enjoyed the beta, but I think the reason that the game done so badly, if everyone's being honest, it's the controversy surrounding Spider-Man and the fact that Spider-Man was going to be a console exclusive to the PlayStation platform. Now, some people are getting a little bit hype for the fact that the Xbox Series X and S and the PlayStation 5 are about to receive a free upgrade to their version. So yes, if you're someone who owns Marvel Avengers on any of the old generation of consoles, you will get a free upgrade. PSA, go and buy a cheap copy just now on one of those older platforms and you'll get the upgrade for free. It will cost you less than it would to buy it on those consoles. So do that now guys, if you want this game, save yourself a little bit of money. But the reason I'm making today's video is because they are making some changes to the game to try and attract some more players. But the changes they're making seem to be a bit counterintuitive and a bit strange. So basically, they've tried already by releasing some DLC. Obviously, to the people that don't know, Marvel Avengers, all the DLC is free, okay? You can buy battle passes for the DLC, but the DLC themselves are actually free, so the content is free. But what players have been doing is they've been rapidly upgrading their characters, okay? The game's got a level cap of level 50. But what they want to do is they want to slow that down and make it more difficult for people to get up the rank so fast, because they think that'll make people more likely to play the game, which, I don't know, to me that sounds a bit weird. Basically what they're doing is they're making it so that once you get to a certain point, your rank up levels will start to slow down, and they've likened this to an RPG. As you go up the ranks in an RPG, obviously it gets harder and harder and harder to level up, which makes sense. It makes complete sense, and those games kind of launch with that functionality, and it's like that from the minute you play, so it's not really going to catch anyone off guard, it's not going to take anyone by surprise. But they're doing this in such a way that they are making it seem as though it's a quality of life update that's going to make the games better for people. However, the strange thing is, some of the developers are telling people that what you should do is, before the update launches, and the update, just to make you aware, the update is going to launch with the launch of the new game on March the 18th. So on March the 18th, this is all going to come into effect. They're saying speed level your characters now before the change takes effect. Now, to me, that seems as though they're acknowledging the fact that this isn't a positive change, and it seems a bit weird to me that they would do this to encourage a player base to play, because by them coming out and saying, look, speed level your characters just now before this change takes effect, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but to me that seems like they already know that it's not the best move that they're making. Now, I would love this game to succeed. I own it. I've actually held off on playing it because I want my first time playing it to be on the new generation of hardware. But part of me is like, wait, do I now need to jump in and level some of these characters while I've got the opportunity? Because if I don't, it's going to be an absolute grind fest to me. Now, the thing about this game is a lot of people complain about the combat. They think the combat's really samey, really similar. The only thing that actually stands out to people is like the heroic skills and the special attacks that the characters can do. Now, a lot of these attacks are hidden behind the leveling system, so people do try and quickly level up their favourite character so that their character can basically, do you know what I mean, perform the way they want them to perform. They can do the kind of moves that they expect to see from those characters. But with that now being put behind a, I don't want to say a paywall because it's not a paywall, but a grind wall, new characters are going to have to slog away to actually see Hulk smashing the way they want Hulk to smash. I mean, Thor kicking ass the way they want Thor to kick ass. It's just going to be a more grindy process, and people are going to see the more tedious elements of the game, and I don't necessarily think that's going to be a turn on. Now, as a huge Marvel fan, I really want this game to succeed. There's not that many great superhero games. Spider-Man's obviously fantastic, and the last kind of superhero game that I would say was really, really good was the Infamous series on PlayStation, but obviously that isn't really tied to any big superhero franchises. Oh, sorry, before people flame me in the comments, the Arkham series as well. Don't forget DC, although I am more of a Marvel fan myself, but Arkham was pretty damn awesome. So yeah, it just seems very strange to me that to encourage new players, they want to make it harder. I'm not saying they should necessarily make it easier, but maybe it's one of the things that they should have just left alone. Maybe speed up the release schedule for their DLC. That would encourage more players. Maybe make more DLC than they were planning. Again, if you're getting this game that's constantly getting new content and you don't have to pay for it, there's going to come a point where people are like, wow, let's get on this, let's do this. Maybe fix the bugs in the game that people have been complaining about. Those seem like something that's more likely to attract new players and keep players engaged with your title. To me, making something more grindy, making something less enjoyable to a certain extent, isn't going to keep people engaged with your product. Anyway, what do you think about this? Do you think they're making a bad move? Do you think it doesn't matter because nobody plays the bloody game anyway? What's your actual thoughts? Could Marvel Avengers see a new wave of players actually enjoying the title when it launches on next-gen hardware? Are you planning to play it on next-gen hardware? Did you play it on last-gen hardware? Did you enjoy it? Did you speed level your characters? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. I am intending to engage with people in comments, so I would love to hear what you've got to say, and I'd love to engage in conversation with you about it. Do you actually like this game? Do you think this game sucks? All of these comments are valid comments. Let me know down below, and as always guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you will, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.